That's still an awesome intro, regardless of when you view it. How am I falling in the midst of battle? Alright, so I don't know when this is going to be going up, but I know it's going to be like probably several months from now. But this is Rome Total War, and back in the earlier part of 2019, assuming I put this out in 2019, I hope I do, I basically put up a quick, explore video basically for me basically jumping into the House of July, which is one of, Roman factions basically playing this game. I'll note that basically after I played like the House of July, I beat the short campaign, which essentially unlocked all the factions that are basically playable in this game. There's basically two ways you can unlock factions in this game. You can either defeat the faction in the game, or you can beat the short campaign for you want to Roman houses here, and then you win that way. So basically, I've got access to the Egyptians, the Seleucid Empire, Carthage, Parthia, Gaul, Germania, Britannia, and the Greek cities. And essentially at this point, I'll note that I've never actually beaten any of the non-Roman faction in this game. So I figured I want to jump in with one of them, and I'm going to jump in with Carthage here. So basically, I'll note for each of these factions, they give nice little detailed blurb basically for what they're all about. Because this is a game sort of steeped in a little bit of history. We're going to do a short campaign, I think, which basically means I have to kill off... Well, you know what, let's just do... we'll do a short campaign. Essentially, I have to beat off the House of Sciipi in Spain. So, Spain is, of course, over here. They're basically a non-playable faction that it's not too very strong. And there's the House of, Sciipi, which is basically these guys over here. So, I'll note that, I think the first thing I'm going to just go in here, we'll drop off just down to... Now, it puts on no advice, because I don't really need advice. And let's just sort of jump into this game, I guess, and you can sort of see what this game's all about in in its full glory. And you'll get to see a nice little cutscene when we jump in for the Carthage faction, which will be, interesting enough to see, so let's just jump into it.
Last night, the crying of the children kept me awake, and I had a terrible vision. I saw the fall of our city, bleached bones under a harsh sun. Carthage, gone. Why would Baal send such a vision? He is not cruel. He has watched over us. We have had victories aplenty in war. Our merchants sail to all corners of the world. And yet now, I fear I cannot help it. We are the envy of lesser people. They tell terrible lies about us. They do not understand, so they lie. But the Romans, they are the masters of falsehood. War will come. I'm sure of it. So, I will have no more false visions. And I think the children will be quiet tonight.
Alright, so there's Carthage's opening intro video. All the factions have their own little intro video, and it shows their units basically marching around, all that. The gods favor the bold, yes they do. Alright, so this is Carthage, and for those who don't know, Carthage is basically one of the opposing powers that oppose the rising Rome. And there's basically a story of a guy who basically crossed the Alps, which is over here, to attack Rome directly from the north. Anyhow, Carthage starts out pretty strong. You basically have a city over here, Corduba. They have the island of Palma, Caralis over here, Carthage itself, Phapus, and Libyaeum as their starting cities. Over here we basically have Syracuse, the Greek city, and there's also a Roman city over here as well. Starting out here, I basically want to essentially try and consult my position over here to prevent the Greeks from falling initially, and then at some point I may want to take both these cities. I also want to do some other stuff as well. Now, I'll note that for this game, my goal is basically to hold 15 provinces. Currently, I hold 6, so I have to basically conquer 9 more provinces. Of those provinces I have to conquer, I have to destroy Spain over here, and I have to also destroy the House of Sicily, which is basically has a city on the mainland of Italy, and right here, right next to the volcano that'll basically explode at some point. We start off with a couple of diplomats. These are guys used to talk to other factions, and well, let's see here. Let's have this guy. I'm tempted to have this guy walk over to Numidia, but I may want to also load him to a ship and send him that way as well. Actually, you know what? Let's just go into over here first. So we got basically a diplomat over here. We're just gonna send this guy up to talk to one of the faction. Basically, there's gonna be a Gaul city over here. I'll talk to them first with him. While I'm here, we'll go into here and we'll start basically messing with the tax rate and stuff. So basically, mess with tax rate, just adjust the income and population growth of cities. I basically want to go in here. We'll basically get ourselves. Well, I don't think I have to buy any anyone in here just yet. So let's just go with Temple of Baal over here to keep these guys sort of happy. And we'll get some land clearance going. We'll get ourselves a roads. Some basic stuff to be built over here. Over here in Palma, we're basically going to do more or less the same thing, though. I think over here, this is a smaller city, and it's not in much harm's way for anything. So let's put these guys down to low tax rate, get them to grow. Basically, I want to get to all these settlements to grow up to be 2,000 settlers or more, and then we'll start pumping out units and other stuff from them. Over here, let's get this guy to just get tradable goods, maybe. Now let's go for improved farms and improved production, which basically helps with growth. Then we'll go with a trade over here, and that'll be good enough for this guy for now. Now, Corrales, by the way, is sort of out here in a very interesting spot. The House of Julia up here, which is basically the northern part of Italy, they like to come down and attack over here at some points. But I don't like to basically worry about this, something too much. So let's see here. We're gonna put these guys on a growth build policy, and possibly if I can get this population up, I'll worry about it. But for now, let's just get ourselves a wooden palisade. No, not saying I get that right away. Let's get ourselves a trader. And we'll get ourselves a wooden palisade, and this will just basically provide a little bit of defense and also provide us a little bit of income from over here. Over here in Lilybaeum, this actually has a population of 3,000, so I'm actually sort of happy with size right now. So I'm actually going to pump this up to a very high tax rate. And let's just get these guys the Shrine of Milcart, which basically gives me a tradable goods bonus. And we'll basically drop in and drop these guys in with, I could use a market over here. But roads are pretty nice too, so let's get those. And we'll get ourselves a port. And let's go over here to Phapsis. Phapsis is another fairly big town for the Carthage side. We'll put this up to be high again. Let's get these guys up to Shrine Milcart over here. They can build roads as well. Carthage itself can go up to high. And we're running out of gold here because I'm basically spending willy-nilly like crazy. But let's build ourselves just a bill of roads right here for now. And I'll worry about other stuff after this. In Carthage itself, let's also start pumping out a few town militia basically to start populating some of these places with guards and stuff. And let's see here.
Mighty general.
I'm going to get this guy. He's going to go up here. And I'm going to throw off... I'll leave these guys alone. I'm basically going to go and throw off basically this guy down here for now. We'll throw these guys into the boat. The diplomat into the boat. And we'll send this guy right here, and he'll pick up those guys next turn.
Ships ready.
Let's have these guys go in here.
Joining the fleet.
These skirmishers can jump into Hanno's army. Hanno's basically a faction leader at this point in the game. And I'll pump out, I think, a couple soldiers and stuff from here. You know what, let's actually drop this down a little bit because I actually want to sell them to grow a little bit, so put the normal. I got a spy here. We're going to basically use him to spy around, I think, a little bit. Let's spy on a Greek diplomat for now. So basically, you know, you can spy on these people. There's like, you know, Diodorus of Gela. He's got no retinue. He's got a polished diplomat, so he's got a little bit of influence.
None shall see me.
Up here is like the Romans. So basically, there's this guy, the Quintus Scipio. He's basically got Assadi, archers, Balates. In here's the faction leader. He's got a bunch of Assadis as well.
Mighty general.
This guy here, let's just have him
Forward.
go over here for now.
Move, sire.
His job will basically be sort of like to scare the Romans, because I don't want them to like wipe out the Greeks like too easily over here, and they just might if they try. Basically, the Greeks have like, you know, some hoplites, a couple militia hoplites, some archers, some palisades, some hoplites. A lot of strong stuff over there, basically. But not strong enough to resist the Romans for too long. Okay, let's end a turn.
Prepare to ambush. Orders.
Okay, you can go in here. And let's pump out another one of these guys for now. Over here in Carthage, let's get these guys to start building up. Bazaar would be nice. Bazaar is basically provide lots of income for like, you know, a long while, so that'll be nice to get. Nah, you know what, let's just build land clearance over here at some point, just to try and build it up, maybe. And this guy's over here. Although this is a Spanish diplomat over here, we're eventually going to go to the war Spanish, but for now, let's just try and, like, you know, make peace with them and, like, say, map information, trade rights. Eceps. So, this is all the Spanish land over here. Basically, they got a city right there, they got a city up here, they have a city over here, and they have a city down here.
At once. No more move.
Right in the middle of Spain will be a Gaul city that we'll basically like, want to talk to, and then we'll go from there.
Orders.
Okay, you get to drop into this ship here.
Boarding.
And these guys can basically run over here and... Yep, there's a spy for the Scipii over there, of course. These guys can just drop off troops
Set sail.
in the city itself, I think.
Your humble servant. Going ashore. At once. Ready to sail.
Alright, so basically everyone's been dropped off there.
Sire. Sire.
Eventually these guys will pop into this guy's army over here. By the way, the Carthage faction has elephants. And of course, if you like know anything about elephants, they're actually like, you know, some basically like he crossed with elephants over the Alps is what the general for like the Carthage did when they were battling the Romans. Famous story about it. I think only one survived, but whatever.
Yes, mighty lord.
Let's have this guy step out, I guess. He can go right there.
Out of moves, sir.
By the way, a new family member apparently.
I serve your will.
And here's like the Roman army over here.
Stealth is my
So this guy's basically open-handed. He's sharp, political ammo, command talent. Interesting.
unseen, unheard.
Ah, there we go. There's like the Astadi army. I was wondering where it went. Where's those Astadis? And they're right there.
Moving. Out of moves, sire.
Alright, there's all my stuff getting built. That's awesome.
Ready to sail.
Now these boats.
Aye, my lord. Moves.
I'm going to move these guys over here for now. And at this point, we're basically just building stuff in all my summits at this point, so let's just, go on with there, I guess. On our turn. Ah, there we go. Build a town militia over here.
Mighty General.
Yep, there we go. Basically, I like to attack, like, the Greeks over here. The Romans do. And for some reason, it took out his army, so that happened.
I serve your will.
That's the faction... Nope, that's the family heir right there. Let's see here. By the way, you can't enter like a under siege summit, so these guys are very much like, under attack.
Sire, orders?
What I really want to do right now is just drive away like the Romans and like, basically keep like the Greeks like alive for the most part. So we're actually going to declare war on them right now, I think, so we'll get these guys to pop out because they're a little bit faster than like the, the footmen. There's the Greek army apparently. Now something I can do with the Greeks, by the way, is I can go up to them and say, "Do you want an alliance?" And we'll get trade rights too, and they'll be like, "Hey, sure, we'll accept that offer." And that'll actually make it so these guys are now we're gonna basically fight together. And we'll try to like drive these guys back, I think, if we can. So the only problem with this guy is that these guys are actually sort of locked in there. That's unfortunate, but well. What I can do right now, we're just gonna move these guys over here. And hopefully, basically, if they attack like the Romans, they'll have to also deal with my guys as well. So I might be able to help out with, keep these guys from dying right away. And why not? To go talk to them. So hoplites, militia hoplites, basically they brought up their units stupidly, but oh well. Sometimes the Greeks do that.
Awaiting your command.
Let's get these guys over here for now.
Out of moves, sir.
And you can go right there.
My lord. Moves depleted, sire.
At some point I'll have to deal with these rebels over here at some point, but I'm not going to worry about them just yet. So, that's fine. And since, like, these guys are stopped, let's just move them in there with those infantry so they can help back those guys up. And we're just going to keep popping out some, militia guys over here, I think. Over here, let's pop out... What do I want to pop out over here? I guess we just want to go with farms to build this place up a little bit more. Let's start playing this up for at least 3 turns if I can, these like summits I'm doing right now. So, and Lulibellum, let's get ourselves a little bit of land clearance going. Carthage is training up guys, I hope, so they're still doing that. Build a few more of those guys to pop out. Kraus is still building stuff. The thing about Kraus is that it's a very small town, so it's very hard to grow it. And at the same time, it's basically got designs on them, so it's not usually worth it keeping this town around, but I'll try and hold on to it just because they can, stopgap their July a little bit and hurt them a little bit. These guys can go get themselves some farms in Palma. And we're going to go... Basically, here's the Gaul border over here, by the way, so we go here. There they are. We're just going to say hi to these guys, map information, all that stuff. They accept my offer. Here's the Gaul territories, of course. Basically, they're over here in France. A couple rebel territories, and then they're also here in the north of Italy as well. Gonna move my guy up over here, I think. Or over here is fine. We'll actually go for the Britain city first. There's a Britain city basically on the coast of northern France where Normandy is. And you're still doing fine. Let's move this guy over here for now. Alright, so basically what's happening here. These guys have basically I think, attacked the Greeks, the Romans. So we're basically going to try and intervene and help them out before they get wiped out. So we're going to fight this battle on the battle map. Now basically see allied, battle basically. So you didn't see this in like the, the quick explore video I did with the Julii, but you actually have like, factions like, allied to each other, fighting like, on the battlefield. And this will be an example of it. Quick decisions or unsafe decisions? Very good to know. Alright, so I'll note by the way that my guys aren't even deployed on the field yet. Basically it's just like, Syracuse is like, standing our guard here, and the Romans are basically over there. So let's just start the battle and like, see what goes on. My guys are coming over there from the corner apparently, and the Romans here are doing whatever. There's only like basically a couple guys here to defend like the walls. Is the Greeks actually attacking? I think the Greeks might have actually attacked the Romans apparently. Interesting. So time remaining, there's 45 minutes remaining. And yeah, it looks like the Greeks have like, actually attacked the Romans here. I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but even if the Greeks get wiped out, I can still try and help them out a little bit, so. Let's just get these guys going. So there's a general right there, and he's got his like archers and hoplites over here. And I want to get these guys organized somewhat, so let's go like this. Now, unfortunately, the Greeks are pretty stupid, so they're probably going to charge these guys, but oh well. If I'm lucky, they'll kill the general right there.
The enemy general has been killed.
Wow, they actually managed to get the enemy general.
Measure of his soldiers' courage.
Alright, let's see here. So basically right now the Greeks are like, probably, not too happy they've lost their guys, but whatever. They actually managed to kill off the general for like the Romans. That's a really nice blow. He's got a bunch of archers here, a bunch of stati right there. My elephants are here. Alright, so here's the basic plan right here. I'm basically going to have my Iberian infantry. They're going to form up as a group. They're basically going to go right here. And everyone else is more or less just going to just harry people for the most part. These guys can go harry them. I'm actually going to get my elephants, my round shield cavalry, and the elephants to charge the like archers, I think. So let's get them doing that. Actually, the elephants go after the stati. My slingers can go after those guys right there. You can go right there. Alright, let's just see how this goes. I'm not sure, but the Romans might actually be running from this point, so we'll see what's going to go on. Now right now my, like, you know, Numidian cavalry are basically going to be, like, you know, being, you know, annoying for these guys. Alright, these guys are actually gonna go after them. I want these guys to sort of engage the brunt of these guys over here, so... do that. Oh, they're firing fire arrows at my guys. That's gonna suck. Get my elephants to go after these guys here. Disable that, please. The Romans should be done at this point, by the way, but we'll see what's going to happen. There's the general's bodyguard doing his thing. Yep, complete victory.
Chase them from the field and give them no rest or pity.
Alright, let's just, like, wipe out what we can here. Attack! I'll wipe out as many of these units as possible so I can wipe out basically all of the Roman army here. And that'll make it a little bit easier to basically take out the other Sciipi city. We're actually going to disable this attacking with these guys. I guess I don't have them lead these guys, so whatever. Just taking out this society. Whoop!
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Luckily, elephants don't kill your own troops, but that would have been very bad if the elephants, like, you know, took out my, you know, slingers there. Alright, so basically we took out a bunch of kills, or we got a bunch of kills and took out a bunch of Romans. I think they mostly killed off most of, like, the Greek army, but I also had a few losses, I guess, myself. So that should wipe out the entire Roman army I was attacking there. There's Numidia saying hi. I'm actually okay with them giving trade rats some map information, so okay. So there's Numidia's territory, basically fold, like, you know, a bit of, like, you know, Morocco, Algeria over here. And then I also have Libya over here as well. Fine, ancient, that's fine. Alright, so at this point, I want to basically move on, you know, this city over here real fast. Now, although I got a ship over here, I'm actually really interested in trying to sink this ship because basically the Romans, they don't have actually any, like, you know, shipbuilding for Sciipi right to start. So if I take out their, like, you know, ships, they can't actually ferry troops in until they actually build a port. So what do I want to do here? We're going to drop my diplomat off right here.
Your obedient servant.
And we're just going to fight these guys in ship-to-ship combat. I can't control the outcome for this, but we'll basically see if we win or lose here. So, I'm going to resolve battle. average victory, so I'm not going to kill any ships, whatever. They'll basically drive their ship here back a little bit.
We are supreme.
And how about you just go down here? Now, I took some losses there for, like, you know, my guys, so I'll have to basically get more crewmen for them, but whatever.
My liege.
I want to basically attack these guys next, so
Attack!
we're just basically going to merge these guys over here.
Armies. No more moves, sire.
And
Mighty general.
we're just going to merge, like, a bunch of town militia over here, I guess. Get a bit more basic train up over here.
My ears are yours. Spying.
So here's like the Sicily guy. Basically, he's got 2 influence. He's got none.
Moving.
Awaiting you.
And you can go up over here.
Is to obey. No more moves, sir.
And there's the Julia basically popping up over here. These guys usually drop off as a couple of units over here, so it's something to watch out for if you want to basically guard the city. Basically, it's not usually worth building up corrales because they like to attack you, these guys over here. But whatever.
My liege.
Okay, Corduba, you can build up some mines. Mines will basically generate income over here, which would be very nice to have. I'm just going to leave that be for now.
My eyes are yours.
I, great lord.
Alright, I basically think I'm good there, so let's just get this guy to do his thing.
To hear is to obey. To hear is to obey. Yes, my liege.
I'm really not a big fan of Pathfinding Roman Total War, but you know, it works for the most part, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. Alright, let's see here, the plan. So at this point, basically the plan is like to try and sink these, like, you know, Roman Sciipi ships over here. And go from there. Ooh, syllable betrothal. So every so often, if like you have like, you know, a woman in your like, you know, your family line, you can basically marry him off your sons. This guy's untouched by fear, so that's cool. We'll get him on my side.
Mighty general.
He's here in Thapsus, apparently. And there's a rebel family member over here, apparently. That's interesting.
Sire.
I'm going to have this guy
Onward.
march over here for now. That guy could be an issue, but we'll basically deal with him when I get to him, I guess.
Mighty general.
Right now, my main concern is basically trying to take out, like, the Sciipi, like, you know, large town over here. If I take this out, then, like, you know, they can't actually, like, you know, really have a base over here for the most part, so we'll try and do that.
Engage the
Unfortunately, it'll take a lot of turns, basically, to, like, you know, siege them down, so I'll probably just, like, you know, assault them outright, but we'll try and build siege engines to make sure I take them out.
My eyes are yours. Spying.
That's an easy army over there to fight, actually. I might sally out with, like, Town Washington at some point, we'll basically see. Alright, Cordoba, you're slowly going up. I just want to get this up to, like, you know, 2,000 population and build up the next, like, town, like, center type of thing, and then go from there for Cordoba. Then I'll start pumping out, like, you know, Town Washington, like, you know, sally out to basically hit stuff over here. In Palma here, why not? I'll build roads, I guess. It won't help a whole lot for trade, like having roads over here, but, you know, why not? We'll get it anyways. And Corrales, we'll build barracks if I can pump out a few, like, you know, well, you know what? Actually, let's go with a 10 here, I think. Get some, you know, this more growth. If I can grow this up, like, I'll actually keep Perales, because it's fairly close to my capital. It's pretty nice for that, but it's in a precarious position where I'll constantly be attacked is the thing. Let's put this guy over here. These guys didn't move apparently, so I might be able to sink them.
Prepare to engage!
Didn't sink them, but I did drive them away, I guess.
We are supreme! Set sail! Moves depleted, sire!
I just want to take this ship out because that'll basically mean that they won't have any more ships to like ferry around their guys, so they won't be able to get reinforcements over here. So basically take this ship out is the thing is what I want to do.
Sire!
Did I move this diplomat? No, I did not, so let's get him going.
Command. At once. No more moves, sir.
And this guy can move too, I guess.
At once.
And let's see here.
To hear is to obey. No more moves.
The Bruti, I have their towns somewhere over here, I just don't know exactly where. Cordoba and Ulibay I'm over here apparently, so blah blah blah, you're building up your stuff. You know, getting paved roads would be okay I think at this point for this place over here, so I might do that next. Funds are essentially quite tight at the start of the game, but you know, it's not too bad. All right, let's see here. I actually want to like sally out, I think, to kill these guys. So let's just throw out all these guys over here.
Forward! Merging armies! Move out! No more moves, sire. Orders? March!
This, you know, a small little army takes to take these guys on, I think. And we'll leave that right there. Alright, can I take these guys out this time? We'll see.
Sail! Attack!
I keep driving them away, but I'm not really killing these guys is a thing.
We are supreme! Set sail!
Move these guys up here.
Sire!
Now I should probably note, by the way, it's probably in my best interest to attack these guys sooner than later because basically it'll take me a bunch of turns to see if I want to sit here and like take them on, like, you know, sieging them. But if I actually take them on right now and like take them out, I could probably recoup the losses I'll basically lose from like, you know, trying to take the city. And if they do like get like, you know, reinforcements across over to this island to like, you know, Sicily, it won't be like, you know, if I take the city, it won't be like, you know, like a big of an issue if they are own everything and it's a thing. And let's see, you can go down here. There's the Greek army right there. So they actually brought over a couple of people over here apparently. So they got basically someone in Sparta, Cleon of Sparta. Alright, let's get this underway. We're just going to attack Messana over here. He's basically got 2 generals and I think a Hastati is what it was, so it shouldn't be too tough of a battle to basically do. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. Yes, yes indeed.
Before the sun sinks in the west, this battle will be done. Whether the day goes well is in our hands. Oh, brave soldiers, let us fight well.
Alright, so
Mark your target. Strike hard. Leave the fallen. Go forward with courage.
Let's start deployment.
Await my orders.
So basically this is the Greek settlement right here. They've got a couple like towers, like, you know, that'll be a bit an issue to go after the walls, like, you know, at all. So I'm probably just going to use like one of these battery rams to take out the wall, and then we'll just charge him that way. So let's just have this guy drop, this guy drop, this guy drop. And these guys can go hit the door.
Ramming position.
All their guys are basically congregated around the town center, so once I basically take out, like, you know, I'll have to kill everything in the town center, but for the most part I can basically just harry them with like the javeliners from these guys, I think, and then we'll worry about it from there.
Your soldiers and the battling ram are at the gates. Now comes the test of their courage. The battering ram has done its work. Your soldiers have broken the enemy gate.
Alright, let's just take this.
Units.
We'll take their enemy gate and then we'll go from there.
The men have taken the walls. Now the way to your victory is clear.
I'm just going to get these guys over here a little bit. And I'm going to get these guys to go down here, and the elephants go down here. Elephant is clobbering through these guys, but whatever, it's fine. Good old elephants, just doing their thing. Alright, so basically my plan here. I want to basically have these guys harass these guys first, and then we'll go from there. Get these guys up over here. Basically my elephants in these, like, you know, Iberian infantry will basically be here to stopgap these guys. Get these guys over there. Now these guys is gonna sit there and let me, like, you know, sling, like, you know, spears at them. We'll basically see in a moment. And they're, yeah, basically is the thing about these guys. They want to basically, like, you know, run after my guys if we get the chance. Now these guys are pretty, like, defensive against, like, you know, spears, but, you know, I do want to, like, you know, harass them a little bit as a thing, so we'll see how it goes. Hey, I got a hill. Cool. That's the only thing I'm scared of, if they catch my guys.
Kill them!
They might have disengaged my guys though, so let's kill them off. You guys can go over here, I guess. Now why are you zooming on these guys here? For a moment there I thought I might have killed like one of the enemy generals over here. He's fighting gallantly over here apparently.
Roman leader on the way, probably to indulge his decadent taste.
Oh, we got him.
Gods have smiled. The arrogant Roman leader is dead, and his men feel your wrath.
Alright, we took him out. Let's go harass these guys a little bit more, I guess. These guys are going to skirmish, I guess, a little bit. Whoop. Elephants forward, Dan. Now, you know what? Let's just charge. Everyone charge. It's a slaughter. Little town walks, you know, in the battle there.
Victory is sweet indeed. All the sweeter for being so decisive.
I lost a few of my, you know, these guys here, but that's to be expected in such close, cramped quarters, but whatever. I'm happy with that battle, you know, result anyways. The signers of war, infinite money.
Victory! Settlement!
Alright, now if I want to, I can occupy, enslave, or, you know, exterminate. This is a very small population, so we're just going to occupy, I think. And it's like, you know, Carthage, this, like, you know, settlement. Apparently got Roman Turgo for Hano, that's cool.
My eyes are yours.
I'm happy about that. Let's start retraining these guys really, really fast, I guess. So, we'll retrain these guys. And I can actually start, like, you know, building up stuff to replace this stuff in here, Roman stuff. So... I may want to get a militia barracks over here, maybe. We'll get the militia barracks first. Basically, these like settlements will actually like they'll have like cultures like the people are basically like displaced. Once I take out like these like buildings here of like new constructions, basically they'll like essentially be like Carthagized and like get like happier as a result of it.
Ready to sail. Your obedient servant. At once.
Get this guy over here.
Sire.
I guess we should probably take these guys on as well. So
Orders. Orders.
let's get these guys out over here, and let's let these guys go over here.
Engage.
We actually back them off a little bit there. That's fine, and we'll take them on. Number of rebels, by the way, I don't usually do like the battle like on the screen, but for the most part, I want to take these guys out manually because he's got a leader here, and leaders could be like deadly.
Before the sun sinks in the west, this battle will be done. Whether the day goes well is in our hands. Oh, brave soldiers, let us fight well. Today the vultures feast, but they will feast upon our enemies, not us.
All right, let's get this going.
Await my orders.
The reinforcements are here, but will they be enough for final victory?
Let's see here. I'll note that these guys over here are going to be computer controlled, I believe. So it's in my interest basically to like wait for them, but also be like smart and not let let them like get killed. Basically, I want to get on a hill here, and then we'll wait for my guys to pop in. There's my troops popping in. It's always better to attack from level terrain, so we'll try and do that, I guess. These guys all set up. And one moment, just gonna pause it right here for, a moment. Alright, I need to conclude this episode because my niece is basically going to be going to sleep soon. Now, this guy's got skirmishers, so I actually want to engage these guys pretty fast. So chase these guys down a little bit. Gonna aim for his general first.
The enemy general shows his value. He is filled only by a desire to save his own skin.
Let's hit these guys in the back over here.
The enemy cowards run!
Now with herbal armories, it doesn't really matter like wipe them out, so I was gonna end it right there.
Sweet indeed.
They killed a few of my guys, but it's fine.
Sweeter for
Basically, they're wiped out.
Glorious victory.
Rebels always get wiped out when you battle like this, so
Orders.
that's fine. Move these guys over here.
Sire! Forward,
You can go up here.
sire. Orders.
This guy's not bad, I think, over here, so... Gonna retrain his guys up.
Sire!
You guys make your way over to Carthage.
Depleted, mighty lord. Sire!
I'm gonna build a few more town walks here just to sort of like, keep some, reserve guys, I guess. And we'll go for growth policy to keep Carthage growing. Gonna build a shipwright. We'll build that here. Build this here. I think with Corrales, I'll just leave it alone for a little bit, just to not develop anything. Just because of that, this is an army that could take stuff, so, eventually I'll have to wipe it out, but we'll basically, wait until then. And I guess at this point we'll leave these guys alone for now.
Your obedient servant. At once. To hear is to...
There's the Brood Guy capital.
I will speak with them at once.
I'm going to say hi to him. Do you want a ceasefire? I'm not going to worry about these guys, but basically there's their capital right there.
To hear is to obey.
You can go up over there.
Awaiting your command. Yes, mighty lord. Out of moves, sir. I cannot do that, sire. No more.
Rome should be over here, I guess.
You are mistaken, sire.
You can just go up there for now. Alright, this seems to be a good stopping spot. I just want to basically, basically, at the end of a turn, I like to, make sure, everything's basically, if I, go to the next turn, everything that I want to build is being built, everything I want trains being trained. And for the most part, it basically is that way.
Ready to sail.
There's still this guy over here, but, whatever. We'll deal with him next time, hopefully, if I remember. Now, note, by the way, that I actually did initially play Carthage to sort of get an idea of, how this, faction works, so... I'll note that a lot of it's, it was a little pre-planned, but from this point on, nothing will be, pre-planned at this point. It'll just be, all... Whatever happens, basically happens. But that'll be it for this episode, or episodes possibly might break this into two. I'll see you guys next time.